For those of you who are new, I'm just gonna show you the game, broken game UI right away. As you can see, there's 3 overlapping characters in here. While we are able to control one character, we kind of rip this off from some open source project, whose credit is given in the README file. But this is the current state of things. Okay. And in a few moments, wait, not in a few moments. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. API calls out stream client.
Are we using 𝗤𝗲𝘁 now?
By instructor JS, yes, they're using
Okay.
𝗤𝗲𝘁. How come I cannot run this? It says something along the lines of HTTPS. Why is it using OpenAI? Oh, you know what? Maybe I forgot to do yarn. This is why. Anyways, we're supposed to see plots showing up here, and then we're supposed to see characters started speaking and other things. With other things, there should be props, what we call props, and just basically objects laying around in this little area, and as well as characters moving about, trying to do stuff. Okay, we see none of that, but however, on the back end, we have those things. Oh yeah, I definitely need to do yarn install. We have those things. So today, after very long, I think we've been doing this for the past 10 sessions or something, we're gonna finally try to connect the back end back to the front end. It's partially connected right now. It can show the plots, which you'll see in a moment, and but the speech bubble is gone, everything's gone. But we didn't just leave the front end idle in the meantime. We did have an intern who kind of switched the front end into like a stream mode because we're using RxJS. So there are streams defined, and we're gonna try to utilize those like streams, those servables, and try to feed the backend data into the front end so that the whole thing is connected in one. That's our agenda for today. Joining me today, as usual, our fast. Yeah, okay. Our images are back. This is back. That is back. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Cool.
We are good. I was saying, joining me now today is Emily Wang.
Hello, everyone.
All right. First thing, I gotta restart this because every time I did a yarn install, my VS Code becomes slow as hell. I don't know why. So it's just gonna close this and restart the VS Code. So wow, my computer is really slow right now. Super slow. Okay. right, just gonna restart this thing. Restart VS Code. Close the front end. Got a whole bunch of connection refused error because connection is cut. Now, let's just take a little bit at the code. So let's do like a quick survey on what we have right now. I'm not sure if we did last time, but the whole structure of the app right as of now, it has app.tsx, that's the front end as the entry point. And then inside app.tsx, there's this game component, which is essentially the main file of the game. Inside of the game, we have a whole bunch of RX, like React R3F stuff, because our entire thing is built on top of React R3F. The most relevant file, like we have rooms, lighting, floor. You could tell by its name. The most relevant file is props manager, which is poorly named. We should call them things manager. Yeah. Why don't I just thing and people? Okay, we just call it props. Okay, people are not props. What do you call like objects and people? Is items manager? I don't know. I don't want to waste time like
Props is fine for now.
Right. Okay. In here we have I believe we had a fake observable, which is no longer here. What the hell is going on? Yeah. In here, we used to have a fake observable, and the observable takes in the subject. And we have dog, cat, remote, cat, remote. I think these things are just sort of switching places, like say moving from position 0 to 1, from position 1 to 0. We used to have that demo, but it's no longer there. Okay, every 2 seconds, it moves, it sends out a new event into the stream, into the subject stream, and then the UI will reflect that by changing, like switching places of like switching object places and so on and so forth. We have that. Okay, so let's take a look at where subject state is being used right now. And then in here, this is sort of the main loop in a sense. It takes in, right now is a hard-coded subject. It takes in the subject, and it does like pipes into a observable stream and does this switch map thing, and every 50 seconds it tries to increment the current position. That's sort of the logic. Every 50 seconds, so you have that gradual, like incremental move of things inside of your scene. Is that clear?
It's sort of like a dummy movement, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We have this basic thing set up. So what do we need to do is to replace this fake subject with our real subject. Oh, right. Oh, here. And then you have like setting game state and whatnot. We will need to, where's the, subject has subject. Where does this subject come from? Okay, this subject is, sorry. The whole giant thing is a user effect. Okay. All the way from line 14 to 233, we initialize the pipe, essentially subscribing events through into the incoming stream, And here we're defining the incoming stream as well. The whole thing is self-contained as like a fake simulation of the events. All right. The reason it's not working is I believe it's because I kind of disabled it. Let me try to look real quickly. Use output. So we're sort of in the middle of this, and we do have, this is our code, Livestack code. We do have new state constantly being passed to us here. I think the first order of thing is to, do you remember where event change happens?
Event change, you mean the state change, right?
Where
Prompts position.
events, like where are events generated?
I
Like game events.
I believe those are part of supervisor gen. Is it game engine?
Right. Yeah, I remember combining them. So supervisor has that. I do think that in here where we're passing the whole state, maybe a cleaner way is to just receive the events. Like
Okay.
then the front end just passively just kind of react on the events by moving things or popping up speech bubbles, so on and so forth.
Sure.
Right. So in order to do that, last time I kind of briefly talked about, we do have a hook in our library, React hook, to use output to sort of reflect, to kind of essentially map the data, map what is being mapped, the last, say for example, last few items inside of the stream onto the UI, which is auto updated via WebSocket. But I don't think that this use output alone can serve our purpose for now, because it's kind of awkward. So we did talk about sort of creating another facility so that we can hook the incoming events directly onto our observable. In order to achieve that, we do need to make a little change on our Livestack. By essentially, I think we need some kind of event emitter. Okay, I believe it's called event emitter. It's sort of a JavaScript thing. Let's take a look at event emitter real quick first. Or something called event listener. I don't quite remember JavaScript.
Emitter.listeners?
You've seen, like, add event listener.
Yep.
You probably have seen that, like the add event, all that. This, I'm just trying to find if this has some kind of root object so that we can just inherit from it. This is the most basic, like, event subscription sort of pattern that we are going to create. So that if we have that, we sort of automatically have support for a variety. We already automatically give support for a variety of things. So this is just sort of like the bare bone fundamental stuff, right? Because everybody's following this. I think so should we. So we're just gonna do add event listener, remove event listener, and yeah, I think those two will suffice for now. So let's take a look at how maybe you already have that. Let me take a quick look. Okay. Oh, never mind. I already have observable stream.
Cool. I remember you mentioned something about, even though we have observable, we have to use something else in order to make it work with observable.
I don't remember. Let's find out. I
Okay.
I don't like the fact though. I don't like the fact that Livestack client depends on observable.
Mm,
I don't think that's a because it's like another unnecessary dependency you introduce to everyone.
okay.
But for now, if it has the stream, we give me 1 second to take a look at this. Okay, substitute stream. How often is this being used? I think the only place that uses it is the gateway. All right. I'm trying to figure out if I can sort of refactor this a little bit into the traditional add event listener and remove event listener. This is sort of more common and more compatible with other, because people may not necessarily use streams. But if you have event subscription model, RxJS, like Rx sort of type of IX Rx type of library, they support this kind of pattern. Like they do, like does have RxJS does have something called a from event, I believe. Yeah, this one has a from event. So if you have an event listener type of code, you can actually do this. You can actually easily, if we have this, and if you want to use observable, it's super easy for you to just say from event and subscribe to our event emitter. But if we give you the observable, no one, you don't you have to install another thing, which further blows up your front end code base, and then you have another and number two, you may not even use Rx. Okay, so let me try to see real quick if I can quickly refactor this, or maybe I have a better idea. Maybe I will.
Either.
Sure, you said it. Okay. All right, let's just use aider to let's just like sort of just stay in our lane. Okay, just be stupid humans and let the AI do its job. How about that?
I agree.
I just watched like another French movie the other day, like a French anime. I think it's called Mars Express,
Oh,
which
interesting.
touched upon this exact same subject. It's sort of robot war, and wow, it's a really good movie, by the way. It's anime, but it's French. Oh, yeah, I think you would like it because the whole thing's French.
Okay.
I kind of struggle because I have to stare in the subtitle and whatnot, but yeah, it's a good movie.
I want to rewatch Skynet.
Right. Yeah, that's true. All right. Say we're using GPT-4. I think 4.0. Oh, actually, let's try 4.0. Okay. I think either as quick as how it responds. Oh yeah. Oh, it already set either to the default to GPT 4.0. Oh, nice job.
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Similar to Substream, following the logic of Substream, implement add event listen, remove event. Oh, actually, before I even do that, let me consult GPT for one thing. Okay. Oh no, what happened? Hello, are you alive? It's called event target document object model. Node.js. Okay, emitter, event emitter. But we are dealing with front end. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing I want. Implements. Okay, I let make implement event target interface. This is the thing I was looking for. I just give you like super vague instruction. Let me see you can figure out, because we all don't have enough sleep, so let's just do it. By the way, it's kind of slow, like for GPT-4o. I'm not sure why, but because I'm using in the UI, it's not that slow.
Huh.
Oh, it's done. What?
Wait, did it change anything?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I don't think it was doing it correctly.
Implement the add event listener, remove event listener.
Yeah, I'm my bad. I wasn't giving the clear instructions. So note that. Okay. Request and get it. Let me quickly check my logic here. Okay, sub. I am giving it this returns a callback. Wait, it gives a callback. It's not too bad actually. Wait, so where am I using RX? Oh, internally I'm using RX. I'm actually not exporting any RX artifacts. Okay. So then I do a sub to stream. Okay, I see. Now that I'm at it, why don't I just socket IO stream on? Okay, so this is a callback that comes straight from the socket. I see. So my signature is actually, it has nothing to do with observable because it's an internal use. I think I just got to refactor it at some point and just got rid of the dependency. For now, I think we're good actually.
Okay.
We can just use this. Although this is not a very good interface. Yeah, let's do that refactor maybe a little bit later. Okay. So we can just directly use sub to stream. I think we're good. Let me see which one is easier. So if I use sub to stream, okay, let me just try to refactor that into add event listener and remove event listener.
Would it be easier if we ask GPT on the UI just to get an idea how this would look like?
I mean, I think I'm just super close to just giving like one line, very precise instructions.
Okay.
That when the
Do you need to add any other file just to provide more context to 𝗄𝗏𝘃𝗃?
I think self-contained. I think
Okay.
self-contained.
Okay.
When the callback of I just demand exactly what I want of substream is called a data event should be emitted. All right, let's check. Wow, 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗵 is really good. So check add event listener, target add event listener, dispatch event. All right, so callback. Oh, callback dispatching. Oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, I think it's done. This is done. The only problem though, let me ask, can you which is the same with sub2stream. Because sub2stream is generic, right? It has a T.
I believe so.
I don't know how to do this. I'm asking GPT to figure it out and see if we can come up with something. What did it say?
It is trying to add a bunch of typing regulations.
Nope, it didn't work so well. I don't think the generic T should be on the class. I think it's making a mistake. Because this T is
Right. The T shouldn't. When
Yep.
you instantiate this class, what do you provide when you instantiate drop socket connection?
What do I instantiate?
Yeah. I'm assuming it has to go with a certain stream.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because sub2stream, they specify the tag and the query.
I see.
An extreme query is I think something super complex like. Oh, this is the query. Okay, never mind. So, okay, I think we can just use this. I'm not gonna do anything anymore. I think add event listener is probably a bad idea. So let's just not waste time on this anymore. Did I remove that? Oh, yeah, let me just remove it. Ooh. Okay.
Uh,
All right. We're done. Thank you, Ader, for the AI work or non-work, so to speak. Okay. We're just gonna manually hook this to the observable. Okay. So I think what I can do is let me check one thing real quick. Okay. So in here I have this fake workflow, which I'm gonna comment out for now. And then so I'm gonna hook the subject to the connection. Okay. It's the subject to the connection. Okay. So in order to do that, let me think about this. We have connect. Where is the part that exposes the connection? We don't need this anymore. Got rid of this. We have job. This one, I think we should depend on the job right in here, right? So every time job changes. But why is job any? Why is this any?
Is it because it's coming from the context?
Yeah.
And in context, you didn't define it?
I think, okay, there's some typing issue in here. Job info is not exposed. Let me just expose it.
Job info is exposed. I even remember using it. Maybe because you
Okay, job. Oh, I see. Job info has one needs one
you
import
have to
type.
do import type job info. Oh, never mind.
Like this.
Why is it still not working? Remove the slash. Why is there a slash before any on line 7? Okay.
Because autocomplete. All right, job has proper. All right, so if job, we're gonna this sort of initialize the whole thing, creates a new subject and whatnot. Okay, cool, good. And when it unhooks subject, I'll subscribe. Cool. Let me just broadly say if job, then we do the whole thing. Otherwise, just ignore. Okay, just do nothing. Job has connection, I believe. Yes. Okay. Connect graph is a promise. That's great. Okay. So I gotta change this.
Wait, if it's a ref, how can it be a promise?
Well, a ref can be anything.
Huh. Isn't it usually the same after promise is resolved?
After the promise? What do you mean?
Like after the promise is resolved, then you assign it to the ref.
I mean, ref can be anything.
Okay.
This is unconventional, but it works for now. So tag type is output, tag is this, callback. Oh, wow, thank you. Actually, what I wanted was okay, this requires type. Let me just do any for now. I think this gives back a game state. Does it not? Did I just remove okay, yeah, I need this piece. I need these two pieces. All right, so tag is character talk. Type is type of this. Actually, it's z.infer. Yeah, that's the type. Why still complaining? Oh, so it needs a callback. Okay, so the second parameter is the callback. API is kind of horrible. So we don't need data anymore. So data is okay. Yeah. Okay. This is still lacking a query.
Query as in last n, for example, type.
And n equals to 1. Yeah, equals to 1. Okay. So
So your game state takes in an array?
we cannot set the game state directly. We have to go through the whole observable thing. So that observable is in control of incrementally setting the entire state.
Okay.
Ooh. data.data. Wait, okay, sorry. We can't do this. We have to design this properly. Okay, but I'm willing to just do a quick try. Because right now you see some sort of mismatch between Morgan, Jeremy, Guy. I'm pretty sure it definitely has more than this. Why does it say it's character enum Morgan, Jeremy, Guy?
If we set the player to Jeremy, for example.
Oh, this is only the character. I see. Okay, so we don't need this chain. So subject is always the people. We're gonna change this later. Okay.
Okay.
From state. Okay, this is not good. Okay, I think we can't just like hack through this. We have to redo this because remember we kind of decoupled character action from events.
Yes.
What we really need is the events now. And for that reason, maybe we should create a new output.
Yeah, that makes sense. And don't forget to expose it.
Okay, let's do that. This coming should come straight from the supervisor. Wait, I think the supervisor is creating these events, right? Or oh, sorry, is it a summary?
Is it summary?
Which part has the game engine?
Search for. If you search for a game engine,
I don't think we use game engine.
I felt like it's in supervisor though for some reason.
All right, let's check. See supervisor.
Or maybe it's in character.
Really?
I think I saw game engine somewhere. I definitely see it importing game state spec in supervisor.
We don't have game engine. All right, character. Nah.
Go back. Just go back to summary spec. What is it importing? Gen state changes by actions.
Oh, state changes. Oh, here it is. Yes. Game engine should really be its own thing.
I think we made a decision to include it as part of summary spec.
Okay, remind my goldfish memory. What happened?
It was because it's such a simple function where you see it doesn't even have a sync await. So at the time, for simplicity's sake, we just put it in summary spec.
Do you think for now we should just kind of factor it out into its own worker?
We could.
Because we're kind of confusing ourselves.
The only part would be who is sending information to summary spec, both character and supervisor. So if we were to refactor game engine to its own thing.
Right. Should we pass them? Okay, so it's like supervisor character. Instead of going to summary first, it goes to game engine first.
Looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, it should. So character game engine summary spec.
Wait, why can't we make it after summary?
Does it make sense though? Shouldn't summary, like by definition, it should be taking care of everything once it all gets completed? There's nothing stopping you from adding it
That's a
after
good point.
summary.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Okay, you're right. That's a good point. Yeah, let's just take a moment to do this. I just want to do property.
Yep.
All right. So from supervisor to turn control, from turn control to character, summary to supervisor, supervisor to summary. Why do we have supervisor to turn control again? Shouldn't it be like supervisor turn control to because turn control needs to control which character to talk because it's sort of part of the character. You know. Okay, this part we don't change. Wait, why is supervisor connected to character worker again?
Supervisor to character worker. Where do you see that?
Supervisor to turn, then turn control to characters.
I'm assuming that's for a new scene.
Okay, my question then is, shouldn't everything be summarized and then summary goes to turn control? What's the I think it was trying to maybe could supervisors kind of interfere sort of. Let me check.
Right. Where is it emitting the output? So judging by that connection, it must be an output emitted from default.
Correct. It just emits new state.
Yeah. So that's when the new state gets generated.
Okay.
So basically every 12th turn, supervisor pass to turn control to character.
All right. Next thing state. It just seeming to me there's no reason. Okay, this is okay. Then it goes passing the turn control and goes to character.
I guess technically it should just go to summary, and summary tells.
I think it should first go. Maybe it should first go to character, then goes to summary.
But in order to go to character, you have to go through turn control, which means what we have right now is correct.
Right, but I don't like the fact that supervisor connected to summary and character at the same time. I think
Supervisor takes in input from character. Oh no, that's summary. Okay. This is very convoluted.
This is not too bad. But when supervisor is just like simple state update. Okay, supervisor emits a new state. Okay, I accordingly change my new state. Okay, never mind. This is not too bad. All right. So character in that sense, then I would assume if supervisor pass anything into summary only does like a state change, only to be notified that there's a new state change, and summary updates the state. So our game engine, if it's put after the character worker, it should be fine.
It should.
Okay, after the character worker and supervisor, just to be actual safe. And then game engine executes and gets passed on to summary.
Yes.
All right. So for that, in that sense, we're gonna change this from summary. Summary has from character worker to summary worker in here. I'm gonna change that to character worker to game engine spec.
Mhm.
And the input is character. Okay, we leave this unchanged. I think for starter we can just duplicate game in like summary worker for this, and then from game engine spec, and the other thing is supervisor goes to summary. Instead of summary, I'm gonna do game engine spec dot input supervision. And then finally, I'm gonna add a new thing called from game engine to summary worker, so summary spec. And I think at this point, summary spec only needs one input. That makes sense. Should I draw this down?
So you essentially added game engine. Why do you need supervisor going to game engine though?
Why do I need supervisor go to a game engine?
Right. It technically
Because like it used to be, supervisor informs the summary worker to reset
right.
its state.
You
Now
want to add in the
sort of
additional.
game engine's role to sort of reset the state, and it's just gonna game engine always pass in a new state to summary worker, and summary worker sort of always update that state. So summary worker
Right.
comes one thing in and one thing out.
So that additional step between character and summary worker makes sense. Why line 32 though? The line 30 connection.
Because when supervisor decides that it's time for a new scene, game engine needs to reset the state. We do hold a state in memory. The state will transition from summary worker to game engine.
Reset as in back to the very beginning.
No, like here.
Uh,
Because the whole reason we're doing this, do you remember why we were doing this?
I don't, to be honest.
The whole reason we're doing this is because. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Our live stream. Sorry, our live title just crashed. Connection dropped.
By the way, are we still live? I don't see that live icon anymore.
I think we are.
Okay.
I hope. Because back, character worker does not pass you the whole state. It only
Right.
passes you character actions. So there's
I
there's
see.
got to be a place somewhere in memory to hold the entire state,
Okay.
which used to be summary worker's job. Now we're gonna delegate that into game engine.
Hmm.
Still not.
I think I just have to see it because by passing through current state equals data on line 32, I thought that's already taken care of the resetting of game state.
Yeah, you mean this is not necessary right now here.
I guess if you've already got this, then technically you don't need the connection from supervisor to game engine?
Well, like I said, we're gonna remove this current state thing into game engine.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So does that mean like your switch case statement in summary spec? Now it has to know when to reset the whole thing and when to accumulate.
No, it's just passively like if it's come from character worker, I add to the state. If it's from supervisor, I reset the state. Exactly the same thing. I'm merely splitting it into two.
Okay.
Yeah, this is exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Very simple question. If you're moving that to game engine spec, what does your summary worker do then?
This part.
But then this is currently not triggered. So you want this to be triggered halfway through the scene? Summarize threshold multiplied by 2 currently is bigger than the scene accumulator, that conversation is too long condition.
Mhm.
So line 47, it never gets triggered at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we will. So summary worker is that not doing anything. Let's just okay. If the old thing is not doing anything, the new thing probably is not doing anything as well. So let's just not worry about it.
Okay.
Current state, number of lines, it does this. Yeah, this is much more clear, and this is purely mechanical. It's doing all these things and outputs a game engine. And then in here, all right, game engine spec. Game engine spec outputs just the current state. And I'm going to change the summary worker into just accepting one single thing, which is game state, input state, output state. Okay. This changes of input. Current state, we don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. If this is character, blah, blah, blah. Yep. We don't need any of that because
You don't need this worker at all.
for now, let's just keep it like we do. Do we?
I honestly feel like if we don't need to summarize the conversation history halfway through the scene, then we
still
don't.
do. Maybe later.
Okay.
For now,
Keep
just
it for now.
make it dormant and just not do anything.
Okay. Do a simple path through for await const input, emit output.
Why is this complaining? Oh, data itself is already. All right, new state. Can I just rename this current state for now? The switch case thing, just totally get rid of. This we don't need. That we don't need. This already taken care of by game engine. This is taken care of by game engine. Oh wait, no. And it's totally not doing anything. Okay. Essentially pass through is not triggered right now.
Yep. By the way, why does everybody has a break statement at the end now?
Where is the break statement? Oh,
163.
it's not needed.
Okay.
Good catch. SRE server workflow.conversation on test nicely still works. I really just want to overcomplicate this thing and just make our flow chart look really smart. That was my real agenda. Wait, what happened? Okay, this is a new.
Looks like it's coming from Livestack. Were there any recent changes regarding workflow?
I believe here. I think this is the error, which is not very friendly.
Did that fix it? Oh, okay.
Trust in the typing.
Oh my gosh, how? Never mind.
Why does it do this from time to time? Like, why does it keep saying this?
Did you
That was
accidentally?
instructor.
Right. When you instantiate instructor, what base URL did you provide? Why is it complaining HTTP protocol?
Correct. Yeah, I don't know. Like client.𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗲𝗁 client comes from. Yeah, it's been working. It was working just now.
What is your go to a private vendor, see what your Llama host environment variable is. Don't open that .env on the live stream.
Yeah, that's my. That's correct. Okay, I kind of know why. Okay, let me try again. Maybe because it's due to my internet connection. Let me try one more time. One second.
Your Llama is on your local machine, right?
No, I'm on local. No.
So I'm hoping the auto port forwarding has been set up.
I'm using 𝗟𝗃 tower. Colon.
Oh,
It was working. The whole thing was working. Okay,
yeah,
give me one second.
very bizarre.
Let me try another thing. And I'm pretty sure 𝗟𝗏 is working because our live titles is working.
Interesting.
Invalid URL. What?
So looks like your HTTP :// is not part of that.
I just manually added HTTP : and see if that works.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, I guess it worked.
Okay.
This worked.
Nice.
Great. Now let's go to live.dev. Oh no, what happened to live.dev? You cannot
Uh,
die. That's ridiculous. Wait, it's still compiling?
this,
No, it was not compiling.
this is interesting.
Last commit was 33 minutes ago. Remove unused files.
Oh, that was me, but I didn't touch any. Did the build
Okay,
fail?
okay, okay. We don't have live.dev. That's sad. But I think it's still kind of working. What happened?
Ah, I mean, all the builds were successful.
Oh, no, 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 no. Uh, did you commit a 𝗤𝗔 job?
𝗤𝗔𝗃𝗲𝗏. Let me see. I shouldn't have.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Uh, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry, I'm muting myself. Did you commit a 𝗤𝗔 job
I don't think so. Let me
in
just double
in
check.
Livestack? Or maybe I did. I don't know. Someone committed a 𝗤𝗔 job.
Not me.
No, okay, that's then me then.
All my changes were in live test.
I believe if I get rid of file, then it'll come back. Wait, why is it complaining about 𝗤𝗔 job? There's no 𝗤𝗔 job here. Give me a second. Let me check the. Oh, I know why. Okay.
Well, what's the issue?
It's some caching issue on the servers. Sorry, let me fix it real quick.
Oh.
Okay. Um, let me retrigger a build real quick. Okay, nobody committed to this job. I think. Yeah, I don't know what happened exactly. Anyway, this is still running.
It's just not printing?
Someone said it's getting too spooky. I'm getting out of here. I'm not sure about this underwater city. What?
How did they get to the underwater city?
Let's explore. Who's with me? Let's explore this place. I need to be first on my inside. Okay, keep going, guys. Every time, you see, we're sort of like we casually create the world, and then inside of it, like these people don't know, are not aware what's going on, and then every time, I run command C, the world disappears.
Imagine we accidentally spawn off a bunch of parallel universe.
We are, even though with like super low fidelity, but there are still universes. Goodness. Okay. What are they doing? wants to get out of the cave by Jamie eager to explore the underwater. Oh, inside the cave, there's an underwater city.
Holy cow! That is a wild imagination.
Okay. Oh yeah, we already sort of know what he's capable of. But let's just keep doing this. Gotta power through. All right. So now we have the game state. Okay, I'm gonna I'll like create a side output. Okay, which is called state changes. Okay. I just call it game events for now. And state event schema. I'm gonna import this from game state. I think it's part of the game state. Where's game state? Yeah, state event schema. Gonna define this. Recent history has state changes, change state. Oh, change schema. All I need to do is rename this to state event schema. Then we're done. Let me quickly check state event schema. What does it have? It's either object state change schema, object location change schema. Subject from state to state. But does it include conversation? Oh, I don't think so.
Object state shouldn't include conversations. That's in recent history.
So we have a little bit disconnect here. We have states, we have event changes, but how should we do this? Oh, recent history. Each thing has multiple state changes. I see. So should we just output recent history? Oh, sorry, the individual thing in the recent history. This should be history entry schema. How about that? We just output history entry schema.
Yeah.
Action schema. Okay, this should come after action schema. Oh my god, they're still going. Bioluminescent creature. Holy cow. This has been the longest thing that's running so far.
Jeez.
Bioluminescent creature. Okay.
It's like those light bulb fish. That's how they hunt.
So they decided to explore the underwater city now? This is so like casually watching a TV show, just like occasionally taking a side glance.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
Yeah, you can write a Grey's Anatomy using this.
Oh, finally it stopped. Finally.
Oh no, we jinxed it.
We totally jinxed it. It didn't run that long, actually. Okay. How many episodes? So what happened? What is this? Are we using... Okay, this comes from supervisor to turn control.
This is extracting the props, so it is coming from instructor.
Okay, this number 6, event number 6, instead of this whole object, it becomes a string. Okay, let's take note of that.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's part of those lingering things where we didn't use the new JSON thing.
Could be.
All right, so let's just keep focused. State change, state event, schema. So what's the other thing? History entry schema. history entries. And we're going to expose this. Workflow.conversation expose game engine spec.output history entries as history entries. Okay. Okay. So now at the front end, let's do this. Where is the props manager? So sub to stream, we're gonna subscribe this to history. Is it history entries or entries? Always subscribe to the last, and then the prototype becomes history entry schema. All right, so then we're gonna start emitting the events. Maybe we should have like two. Should we do the conversation first, or should we do the movement first? Maybe we need two observables.
I think we need conversation first.
Okay, conversation.
That's the sequence of how it happens on the backend, right? Character to generate next action first, and then game state.
They happen simultaneously, I would say.
Really, though?
Yep.
Okay.
Almost. Event subject. Let me just create a new thing called a conversation subject. Subject content. All right, subject and content. Okay. I'm just gonna start feeding that into from state. Okay, so I think this needs to be some kind of switch case in here. If data dot come on, give me the timing. My computer is really slow again. If data dot wait, what happened?
You might have to do data.data.
Right, but without typing, I cannot do anything. Or go anywhere. All right, we'll have ready agent 1 back. We have 10 minutes. Maybe 20. Let me check. Let me see. Okay, so if data dot subject actions. Okay, for const actions of data.actions. If action the type dot, oh, cool. Subject is data.subject. Content is action dot message, or nothing. Cool, we got this. Next thing is, I think this is pretty straightforward actually. Event subject dot can you subscribe directly to subject? Let me check. Event subject dot subscribe. Oh, you can. Set game state. Previous. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Cool.
Hopefully. Okay, this we can get rid of now. We don't need this. Oh, subscribe. Okay, new universe is being spawned. Everybody will be God by the year 2030.
That's some very high entropy.
First response.
So how do we know it's working from the front end?
Nope, nothing. Sorry?
How do we know it's working from the front end though? Is it supposed to print something out?
Yeah, I think speech bubble was supposed to show up, but it's not. Let me restart this. So stream conversation workflow. I subscribe to event entries. So whenever there's a new event, it should give me something. Yep, it just give me something. Subject guy reflect. Yeah, this is the one. Talk. Oh, action is talk.
That should be an array, right?
Talk to.
Why not just do contains or includes?
Do what?
Like if action contains talk.
Yeah. Nah, that's really. No, I don't like that. It's hackish. Then the next thing, then you sure, okay. Start with talk.
Yeah. Talk to, talk with. Those are all possible.
There's no talk to. I misread. There's only walk to.
Okay. Isn't your allowable action string type? So theoretically, anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah, sure. Action talk. Okay, we do have the events. It's just let me check the events is properly being streamed. Game state, character talk. Oh, game state, character talk. Wait, there's no history.
History?
I did create a side output called history. History entries. It's not working. Let me check real quick. What was missing? It's not giving me history entries. Did I subscribe to it? So I subscribe to game state, subscribe to character talk, subscribe to user signal. So that was never subscribed. Okay, something's wrong. This is never.
Sub to stream. What was that original promise?
Let me do a quick search. Do a quick print out and see if it is undefined, then we have some problems. Stop to stream. This whole thing. Wait, this whole thing's never triggered.
Oh, did you actually call that the sync function? Or did you?
Did I call that? Yeah. You mean
The
this?
line starting 165, a sync, you're basically defining a function starting from line 165.
Okay. We have fisheye memory and what fish? Goldfish motor skills. Okay, subscribe. Wait, it subscribed 3 times? What? Okay, that's okay, that's another issue. Okay, it's passing back conversation game state, character talk, game state. Yeah, it's still not passing back the I did issue the command to subscribe to user signal. This is subscribe to character talk. Let's subscribe to game state. Subscribe to history entries. Yeah,
Okay.
I do have that. It's just not giving me anything. What did go wrong? Character talk, game state. It's not returning back anything other than this.
What's the schema of history entries again?
Let me kill this. Game engine, history, entries.
Okay. So default history entries, and make sure we did have an emit statement that's emitting into that output stream, right?
I would hope so.
We didn't.
Oh my god.
This is just fantastic.
Should we just like book time to, never mind.
I guess, why did you even have to listen? Oh, you just want the history entry. Okay.
I can't do this, right? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. I think we gotta defer the action to the next time.
Probably.
The location. My computer is incredibly slow right now.
I mean, we still made really good progress in terms of having a cleaner code.
Yeah. This is the only statement to. Oh, there's other statement to set game state. Oh. Okay, is it returning anything? Character talk. Yeah, we do have history entries. Yes, we do have that. I think what's missing, the reason why it's not showing is because I don't think this one has any conversation. Like, where is the speech bubble? Props render. Yeah, we'll probably need defer because I don't think this part is complete because props has wow, this is props renderer returns character component. I don't think it has speech bubble or anything like that. But we're kind of close. Yeah, this one is not even being called.
Okay.
I was hoping it just works, but it did. Okay, speech bubble, NPC and player, they have speech bubble. So it's sort of looking at response.content.line. Let me check real quick. Okay. Oh, these one in the. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have it. Character component. Okay, randomly selects one of these three components. And these, I don't think these themselves have speech bubble. Let me just quickly bring it back. Okay. Speech bubble. Position is this. Speech bubble. Moving, rolling, prop, name, type, description. Yeah, where do this come from? Yeah, we'll definitely have to do it next time, I think. But let's just quickly check what's going on. The prop comes from game state. Game state. Yeah, it does have.
Looking at your speech bubble, though, it's looking for response.data.from. Aren't we getting the subject name from .subject? Does that even matter?
Nah, I don't. No, I don't think. Uh, let me check it real quick. Okay, content equals to. This should come from. I think we're very close, to be honest. Prop name type. I think this only renders. Yeah, if prop dot type equals to person, then I respond. Okay. Prop dot. Yeah, we're so close. Do we have the entire game state? We don't have the entire game state. We just need to pass that in there. This is purely rendering props, so we may need to do a little bit of sort of state transformation in the memory, just kind of combine the event with the prop. Right, this is only props. Props don't have speech. Yeah, we gotta do it next time.
Cool.
We next time, yeah, I think we understand what needs to be done. But next time, I think we need to sort of design the state a little bit. Like sort of, we need to do a state transformation. Maybe write a little bit of function here, so that you have. I assume maybe you have something like speech string if it's. Oh, let me just write this section. Content equals speech, position equals to pause. How about that? And then prop says. So next time we just gotta somehow pass in the speech.
Yes.
All right. So next time we'll keep doing this. Okay, that's what we're gonna do next time. We're going to number one, get a speech bubble out, get the character to come back and talk again, but this time with a much more principled way of doing it. Number two, which is the more exciting part, look at all the props become animated and doing random walk and all that. maybe number 3, we'll be dealing with, right now we only render person. So next time we'll be rendering more stuff. Maybe just more tetrahedron on the screen, which is still progress. All right.
Cool.
See you on
Saturday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.